All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, the Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag.
With a 3-9 start that ties one of the worst openings in WNBA history and a devastating blowout loss to the Phoenix Mercury, the Chicago Sky aren't just struggling, they're making history for all the wrong reasons. Fans are left wondering what happened to this team's potential coach, Tyler Marsh, who benched his entire starting lineup. Angel Reese's stats are falling, and turnovers are accruing at a league-worst rate.
The Sky is more like, Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game.
Is this the beginning of a complete collapse or simply a tough patch? Let's examine what went wrong and if the Sky can bounce back. With Angel Reese at its core, the Chicago Sky appeared to be on the verge of becoming the WNBA's next big thing. And Coach Tyler Marsh brings his Las Vegas title expertise. Fans truly anticipated a contender, but instead they have become the league's worst letdown. What started out as an ascent is swiftly becoming a fall from grace.
Angel only shot the ball once. She did have 6 free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9.
After a stellar collegiate career, Angel Reese was expected to be the solution. Her size, rebounding ability, and energy were expected to make her the new cornerstone of the team when she came to Chicago. Well, the WNBA has been a different situation. Reese is shooting a startling 30.9% from the field and is averaging 9.1 points per game.
Camilla had 17, and I gotta tell you, some of these players can't hit water if they fell out of a boat.
That she's only hitting 28% of her rim shots is even more shocking because it's practically unimaginable for someone who worked in painting college. This decline hasn't simply damaged her reputation. It's thrown the Sky offensive absolutely halted when Reese went 0 for 8 against the Liberty, and it was evident that her problems were impacting the squad as a whole.
Y'all was talking crazy. Caitlin Clark had 11, 9, and 7, nearly a triple-double on a bad game. Angel Reese just had 9, 2, and 2 and got beat by damn near 30. Was down. She made a 3 to.
Although Coach Tyler Marsh is renowned for nurturing talent and making quick adjustments, this season he has appeared more like a crisis manager. The team 0-4 start tied the worst start in franchise history, and Marsh has been experimenting with lineups, benching starters, and looking for combinations that work, but set a new low for the league.
He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now. He basically benched all of his starters not long into the third quarter.
His in-game choices, such as sitting out the entire starting 5, seem more desperate, and his duties are ambiguous with rotations everywhere. As opposed to strategy, his remarks after the game don't boost confidence either. He claims that we can't keep criticizing ourselves, but the errors keep becoming worse.
Tyler Marsh, you might be gone, bro. You might be gone real soon, bro. I just gotta be honest. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you better figure something out because this team is atrocious. This team.
Let's discuss such errors. At their worst, the Sky are averaging 18.9 turnovers per game. Isn't just a statistic. It's an indication that the team is unable to play as a unit or protect the ball, and their defensive performance is on par with their 113th worst, 6 defensive. It feels like the Sky is rushing to keep up, let alone compete, because their rating is the lowest in the league, and they haven't held a single opponent under 90 points in any of their games this season. The lack of cohesion isn't just about new players or growing pains. It's about a system that's broken on both ends.
But, like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team. Because today it wasn't even, I don't even think that this was an...
The issues are not limited to any one player or coach. pundits are asking whether this club was ever intended to thrive because of the lacking chemistry, out of control, turnovers, and non-existent defense. The Sky isn't simply losing. They're falling apart, and the more losses they sustain, the more people wonder if it can be resolved. Is this simply a difficult time, or do we have a squad whose problems are so severe that they may not even be able to turn things around this season?
Completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took one shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, bro.
The game against the Phoenix Mercury was the turning point that brought all of these issues to light. It wasn't simply another defeat, it was a summary of the season and demonstrated how far this squad has come.
Or you might be gone, bro. You might be gone real soon, bro. I just got to be honest. I don't know what you're going to do, but you better figure something out because this team is atrocious.
Look out for the Sky Showdown against the Phoenix Mercury from the first tip if you want to witness a game that lays out every issue they are currently facing. The Mercury immediately gained charge and never looked back after Phoenix blew out to a 31-8 lead in the first quarter, which wasn't just a poor start, but a team being pushed off the court.
The Phoenix Mercury is a good basketball team, and they're getting healthy. They had Alyssa Thomas back today. We all know she's a baller. She had eight assists, 11 points, 3 rebounds. They had who I think is the best player on the team, Kalia Coppin.
Phoenix's second quarter was a highlight reel, while Chicago's was a nightmare. With 5 three-pointers in a single quarter, Sammy Whittem destroyed this opponent's defense. It wasn't as though she was skulking for attention. Rather, she was exposed because Chicago's defense kept skipping rotations and leaving her alone. On the perimeter allowed the Phoenix to attack however they pleased, and the Skies had no response. By halftime, the game felt unattainable, and the Mercury were already getting close to their first game of the season with 100 points.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, WNBA got killed over. It's 90-56, guys. Yeah, they're down by 30. Down by 30. What's that?
When you look at the numbers, it gets worse. Phoenix shot a scorching 56.5% from the field and 57.1% from 3 points, and Chicago's defense provided virtually no opposition. Every missed rotation, late closeout, and lazy game became another easy basket for the Mercury, and when the Sky attempted to answer, they committed 21 turnovers, which is exactly in line with their league-worst average of 18.9 per game. In the third quarter, with the Sky trailing by 25 points, Coach Tyler Marsh benched the entire starting lineup. He later claimed that this was done to protect players on consecutive plays, but his body language revealed otherwise. Chicago might get a stop or score, but another sloppy pass or mishandled possession gave Phoenix another chance. Marsh appeared beaten and unprepared. The move didn't inspire a resurgence or send a message to fight harder. Rather, it made his surrender clear to everyone in the room.
Teams that allowed at least 16 three-pointers in a game this season. Chicago Sky has done it 3 times. All other teams in the entire freaking league 3 times. Wow, combined.
Angel, before Marsh pulled her out, Reese finished with just 2 rebounds and 1 shot, encapsulating all that has gone wrong. She was overworked, muscular, and totally out of rhythm, and the smaller Phoenix guards were beating her to offensive boards and loose balls her +A-25. This player was intended to have altered Sky culture, but she was completely unable to do so in this game.
A lot of people online are talking about this game right now because, and Chicago Sky fans, hell, they're ready to run Tyler Marsh's ass out. I mean, the way he's playing Angel Reese, I'm going to be real with you. I mean, the one thing she could do was rebound.
It wasn't just Ree. The entire team appeared disjointed, with turnovers piling up, defensive lapses occurring, and the Mercury continuing to dominate. Phoenix reached the 100-point milestone for the first time this season, and it seemed as though there was no chance of things getting better. As you watched the Sky, you could see the annoyance growing, not just from the players, as well as the coach and the supporters. When a coach appears to be at a loss for ideas, it is difficult for anyone else to trust that a change is imminent. Marsh's choice to sit the players communicated a message that went beyond just resting legs. It raised issues about his confidence in his team and his ability to motivate them.
Everybody is having their way with the Chicago Sky, man. You guys have become the laughingstock of the league. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know where you really could turn because I don't see the talent on this team. I think y'all made a bad move in giving up everything y'all gave up to bring in.
Not only did the Phoenix game highlight the team's struggles, but it also brought attention to the two individuals who were supposed to guide them out of the dark. Coach Marsh and Angel Reese, who were brought in to turn everything around, are now the faces of the collapse.
See where the wins are going to come from? Like, you can only get lucky and play the Dallas Wings and the Connecticut Sun so many times. Like, you're going to have to start beating some real basketball.
Rather than a tale of recovery as the next franchise star has failed to make the leap, averaging just 9.1 points on 30.9% shooting and a startling 28% from within. Angel Reese and Coach Tyler Marsh are watching a squad fall apart in real time. Her strength is claimed to be 3 feet. Her lack of rhythm and confidence in the Phoenix game was evident during her 0 for 8 performance against the Liberty. She only managed to rebounds and was benched after making a three-pointer, but every time she looks like she's about to break out, she hits another wall.
They got destroyed. There she put up a 3. One of the ugliest shots you've ever seen in your life. That form.
Angel Reese is doing her best to stay positive, calling these blowouts character building and talking about trusting the process. But let's be real, when you're getting benched mid-game and struggling to finish shots at the rim, those words start sounding hollow. The fans aren't buying it. The analysts aren't either. All they see is a player still searching for her footing and a team paying the price for her growing pains. It's not all news. Camila Cardoso showed some real promise against Phoenix, 17 points on 7 for 9 shooting. One of the only efficient performances on the entire roster. But even her breakout game barely moved the needle. Team can't defend, can't shoot, and clearly can't play together. Individual success gets swallowed by the bigger mess. The Sky are unraveling fast. And fans, they're walking out early. You can see the empty seats forming by halftime. Chicago's energy is gone. The buzz from the preseason vaporized. And head coach Tyler Marsh, he was supposed to bring stability, structure, and development. But now, his rotations change every game, nothing sticks, and his answers feel more like excuses. When Marsh benched the entire starting 5 in Phoenix, that wasn't strategy, that was surrender. His post-game comments sounded more like a man trying to justify giving up than a coach with a plan. Chicago's defensive rating is dead last in the league, 113.6, and they haven't held a single opponent under 90 points. Opponents are lighting them up from deep, 45% from 3. That's not just bad defense. That's non-existent defense. You watch their perimeter coverage, and it's like watching traffic cones try to defend screens. No fight, no urgency. They try, but the effort's not translating, and teams around the league have figured it out. They're torching Chicago from beyond the arc every single game, and let's not pretend it's just a coaching issue. The roster itself, it wasn't built to win, not even close. The front office got flashy instead of focused. Angel Reese was meant to be the face of a rebuild, but now she's struggling to deliver basic efficiency. Meanwhile, Camila Cardoso's flashes of brilliance are getting lost in the chaos. Courtney Williams, going down with an ACL injury, only adds fuel to the fire. Without her, this roster's even more exposed. It's not just a few bad games. Is foundational. This team never had an identity, never had a true structure, and now it shows. Here's what's really happening. Tyler Marsh is out of answers, Angel Reese is under fire, and this roster looks like it was thrown together with a blindfold. Even the bright spots can't shine because the losses are that heavy. Turnovers, a broken defense, struggling stars. That's the Sky's story. They're now 3-9. Blowouts like Phoenix prove this isn't about missed shots, it's about a team that never had a blueprint. The locker room is lost. The chemistry is gone. And the whispers about a fire sale are getting louder. No one on this roster is guaranteed to be here next season. So what now? Does the Sky tear it all down and start fresh, or do they keep clinging to hype while the rest of the league passes them by? Drop a comment below. Who should the Sky build around? And is Coach Marsh already on borrowed time? Because if this season has taught us anything, it's that no amount of clout can save a team without a core. Like, subscribe, and tap that bell because this rebuild, it might be coming faster than anyone expected.